अभी तक मैंने एक ही बात देखा है, सब तो अपने को दिमागी नक्सल कह रहे हैं, अभी तक अखिलेश यादव ने अपने को दिमागी नक्सल नहीं कहा है अभी तक। चलिए, नहीं कहा है तो अच्छी बात है, कहीं वो भी कंपटीशन में कह देंगे तो उनको शुभकामनाएं। देश के हित के लिए हम हमेशा खड़े रहेंगे, कोई समझौता नहीं करेंगे। मैं फिर रिपीट कर रहा हूं, आलोचना करने का अधिकार है, जरूर करिए। आप प्रधानमंत्री की तो आलोचना क्या, नफरत करते हैं उनसे? आप देश लोकतंत्र है, लेकिन देश को तोड़ने वाली गतिविधियों के खिलाफ आप खड़े होंगे तो एक गंभीर विषय है। और कांग्रेस पार्टी भाजपा के विरोध, मोदी के खिलाफ नफरत से आगे बढ़कर राष्ट्रीय प्रतीकों के खिलाफ भी खड़ी हो गई है। ये बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है, क्योंकि एक ही कदम बाकी है देश के खिलाफ खड़े होना। इसके बहुत भर्त्सना करते हैं। थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स। सवाल दो
सर। अमेरिका
Meanwhile, US Ambassador to India, Sergey Gore, has highlighted the growing economic potential of India-US relationship, calling it a partnership with unbelievable and incredible potential. Speaking about investment opportunities, Gore said that Indian companies investing in the United States benefit from access to one of the world's most dynamic markets, while also creating jobs in both India and the United States. Gore pointed to the level of engagement between American businesses and India, saying meetings with top executives from companies such as Meta, Netflix and Rolls-Royce are now part of a typical day for the US mission. But he also stressed that unlocking the full potential of the relationship would require both countries to address key areas of friction. Gore called the predictable taxation and regulatory frameworks to help businesses expand, along with greater trust and transparency on export controls and technology flows. He also emphasized that the need for strong intellectual property protections, saying innovators must be confident to invest, create and scale without fear. Highlighting the depth of cooperation in critical sectors, Gore said that 40% of US generic pharmaceutical supplies come from India, describing this as a reflection of the trust between the two countries. He also pointed to growing energy cooperation, saying LNG and LPG trade between India and the US reached significant levels last year. Gore's remarks come as India and the US continue to deepen economic and strategic engagement, with trade, technology, pharmaceuticals and energy emerging as key pillars of the relationship. The message from the US envoy is clearly evident that Washington sees significant room for further Indian investment and stronger economic cooperation, but believe predictable policies, technology cooperation and intellectual property protections will be crucial to taking the partnership to the next level.
You've already invested in America. Deepen that commitment further. This is the moment. I know some people in this room, you have deep pockets. We want your investment. Come to America. The United States is open for business to people we trust. And at the top of that list is India. My embassy is open to each and every one of you, from New Delhi to our consulates in Chennai, Calcutta, Hyderabad, and of course here in Mumbai. Come meet our teams. There's a reason our consulate in Mumbai is bigger than most of our embassies around the world. Think about that.
US President Donald Trump is once again pushing for mandatory photo identification for voters, this time pointing to India's electoral system as an example to take the case. Trump is urging Congress to pass the Save America Act legislation his administration says would require proof of US citizenship to vote in federal elections. In a post on Truth Social, Trump referred to a recent conversation involving India's Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar and officials from his administration. Trump said that Kumar questioned how elections in the United States can be conducted without requiring voters to present a valid photo identification document. Trump also highlighted India's massive electoral exercise. He said that more than 646 million people participated in India's recent general elections, while less than 1% voted by postal ballot. Trump emphasized that voters in India were required to present a valid photo identity document. Trump post comes 1 week after CEC Gyanesh Kumar met US Ambassador to India Sergey Gore, where the two agreed to work closely together to deepen collaboration on election management and training of election staff. Trump is using the comparison to strengthen his argument for the Save America Act or the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act. The president has repeatedly argued that the legislation would help prevent what he describes as electoral fraud and strengthen safeguards around federal elections. According to the White House, the proposed law is intended to ensure that only U.S. citizens are eligible to vote in federal elections. But the legislation faces significant political hurdles on Capitol Hill. Democrats and Republicans remain divided over the measure, including questions about voter registration requirements and access to the ballot. And earlier this month, the U.S. Senate adjourned for a 5-week recess without taking concrete steps towards passing the legislation. Meanwhile, the Bengal BJP is facing an internal controversy over allegations of extortion, with State President Samik Bhattacharya issuing a strong warning against the party calls Tolabji or protection money demands. Bhattacharya has said that he would not mind if even 20 to 30 MLAs are suspended if they are found involved in such activities. He also said that the issue has been discussed with Union Home Minister Amit Shah, making it clear that the party wants to adopt a zero-tolerance approach. Now, the warning comes amid reports that BJP had already suspended dozens of workers and issued show-cause notices to more than 300 functionaries over allegations of including extortion, corruption and anti-party activities. In some cases, party leaders and workers have allegedly been collecting money from businessmen, promoters and small traders in the name of the BJP. There are also allegations that some former TMC-linked musclemen continued activities after joining the BJP. The issue is particularly sensitive for the BJP because the party has frequently attacked the Trinamool Congress over allegations of cut money, syndicate politics and extortion. Now, similar allegations against members of its own organization are putting the Bengal BJP on the defensive. TMC MP Dola Sen has targeted the BJP over the controversy. She alleged that BJP is engaged in extensive tulabaji and claimed that some MLAs are extorting large sums of money from people. However, there are political allegations and individual claims of extortion remain subject to investigation.
बीजेपी की तरफ से अभिजीत दिक्के जी, आशुतोष रांका जी और सौरभ दास जी तीनों के साथ हमारी संबंध हुए। हम उनके टच में है और वो जो कोई भी उधर जाए, कोई भी रिप्रेजेंटेटिव जाए, हमारी तरफ से उनको सहायता मिलने से हम कोई कमी नहीं रखेंगे। और आपको हम बोलेंगे ये प्रॉब्लम बीजेपी का है, उसको संभालने दीजिए, लेकिन वो संभालना नहीं पा रहा है, ये ठीक नहीं है। उसको संभालने दीजिए, अगर वो संभाल पाएंगे तो अच्छा। लेकिन अभी 3-4 महीना में देखा गया कि चाहे चंदा उठाने में, चाहे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर संभालने में वो समर्थ नहीं है। और चंदा के बारे में विधायकों का क्या बोलेंगे? राम मंदिर के बारे में आपको सबको जानकारी है, अयोध्या में कितना फैलाया था हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने भी। वो राम मंदिर का चंदा चोरी हो गया, इसका क्या जवाब है बीजेपी के पास? जो हो रहा है वो ठीक नहीं हो रहा है, ये हम बोल सकते।
Now, in a major organizational reshuffle, the Bharatiya Janata Party removed Amit Malviya as the head of its IT cell. Malviya was appointed the national head of its IT cell in 2015 under the national president Amit Shah. Deepak Maski will replace Malviya as the social media convener. In 2015, Malviya along with Arun Gupta was given charge of the BJP's IT, website and social media management. Malviya continued to enjoy the central leadership's support before things took a different turn in the recent years. The party has also tasked Anil Baluni with its communication strategy in the role of the media coordinator. He will be assisted by joint coordinators Ashish Usha Agarwal, Pradeep Bhandari and Siddharth Yadav. The appointments come at a time when political parties are increasingly relying on digital platforms to communicate directly with voters and party workers. The fresh team across functions combines experienced leaders who have strong organizational and grassroots experience with a new line of next generation leaders.
क्या प्रायोरिटीज रहेंगी? प्रायोरिटीज भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बिल्कुल स्पष्ट रहती है कि जनता की सेवा के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी को चुनाव जीतना है और प्राण से सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से हम और हमारी पूरी टीम